Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Hello, crypto fans. How are we doing out there? We have been struggling today with technology. This shit happens. So, there you go. We're late to the party. So, let's have a look at the charts. We're looking at BTC USD. Going red to green. Right in the middle of it. We just switched over. We're in UTC -5. So we are making that big green candle. Now we're on a brand new red shiny candle. Let's have a look at what we're looking at for BTC USD. We'll zoom into the 1 hour. Got some good support levels here to share with you today. 56298.21 will be your support. And we'll do the resistance level on that candle there. 56997.70. Then we'll go back to the 4 hour and show you what we're looking at here. So we did get down into the buy zone for BTC USD. If you are not a hodler, you had your chance to come down, and once we got this support levels established, you had a go at it. Spinning top here, DOGE, indecision, made our decision to keep going forward. And we'll go back to the 1 hour. You can see the 12, the 26, 100-day all made their configuration for the upside potential on the 1 hour time frame. So watch that volume, big strong volume. The bears try to take a hold of us. So keep an eye on that for BTC USD. Let's move on to DOT Polkadot. DOT USD going red to green here as we start to cover this for you. Let's switch to the 4 hour time frame. Got down into the buy sell, into the buy target, got through the cautionary zone that we call it, and went past the 12, the 100-day, and the 26. So let's have a look at the 1 hour for some more clarity. Yes, we're getting above the 100-day 100-day moving average on DOT USD. Making our way up to the sales target for this. It's a very tight range. So this particular trade, if you joined in with us, we're looking at a mere 13.47%. Excuse me. If you're a stock trader, that's a shit ton of percentages. Nice gain if you're sitting on that. If it's a swing trade, and we're just patiently waiting as we make our climb up. We have the 12, the 100-day, the 12, the 26-day moving average. Got through the 100-day. Let's see what the 4 hour has to tell us. Yes. So we did get through the 100-day moving average, made the 12 and 100-day cross. I'm sorry, I'm suffering desperately from allergies here today and late to the party, in addition to all other things. So that is DOT USD. Pardon. So let's have a look at VTHO, new edition. We've added this one to the watch list as all of a sudden it's become relevant. So let's find that VTHO. Where are you? Still looking. So everybody has to do a shot while I look for it. There we go. Up almost 3%. We have it set for you here at the Fibonacci's So let's get your support and resistance. Looking down at support at 0.0100 and resistance at, let's go through the 1 hour for some clarity there. There we go. Got to get through this. We are in the buy target for this particular coin. Should you choose to do so, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor because I'm just some dude on YouTube. If you're out there, say hello. Appreciate you stopping by and apologize for coming in late. There were technical issues with getting on the internet down here in South Padre Island, Texas. If you've never been here before, beautiful place to visit, and you can watch rockets explode. Okay, so we got your support there level marked out there. Let's have a look at resistance. First level resistance at 0.0106. We're in the small decimals with this particular one. This is associated with VeChain. And as you probably know, that the NFTs are starting to get popularity, so that's why we're having to look at them for VTHO USD. Well, let's move on to Binance Coin, BNB USD. Yep, we're breaking all kind of sacrilegious sacrifices for the Satoshi people that believe in Satoshis only. But we're just doing apples to apples and keeping it real with the USD. So let's adjust these. We are on the 1 hour time frame. We have resistance up at the 260.29. Moving this support up to these 1, 2, 3 triple wick, maybe even 4, 5, even more support back there. So 255.44 support. Resistance at 260.29 for BNB USD. That is Binance Coin, calculated by TradingView for Binance. Let's move on to, and if you're out there, I see a few of you out there, say hey in the chat. Let's chart some coins you're looking at. What's your suggestions? Let's look on to IOTA, IOTA, Internet of Things is the future. Where are we, IOTA? There we are. IOTA trying to go red to green in this particular situation. So we do have support down at the 1.3047. Resistance at, yeah, we could call that one. You got all these, look at all these moving averages converging on each other. So watch out for those, folks. RSI dead center. So we're looking for some kind of upward or downward continuation for IOTA. Let's switch over to the 4 hour time frame. Encapsulate ourselves inside this. We have the engulfing candles, engulf, engulf, engulf. So we're trying to look for some direction, but we do have the 100-day moving average coming up on the bottom there for you. Looking at support 1.3047, resistance 1.339 for IOTA. We'll zoom out and show you the picture of the, we're just moving up, trying to challenge this 50-day, the 50%. Pretty much going sideways, so I would kind of calm down and not be too excited about IOTA at this point. That's my own personal opinion. Light volume, RSI dead center, so we don't have any directional indication at this point for IOTA. Let's go on to ADA. That was killing it. ADA USD blasted off all the way from bottom to top, from buy to sell. And as you can see, indicated on this chart, this is why we take our profits when we get into the red zone. Try to push above there, failure, failure. Now we're starting to push down. Probably going to come down, retest the Fibonacci on the way down. So this is 1 to 0. So your percentages are going to be here at the 0.236 down to the 0.382. Next level down would be the 0.50, which is not a Fibonacci number, but that's okay. We map it out anyway. And you do have the 100-day moving average for that support. So anticipation, we'll go into the 1 hour time zone, get you some support levels. Yep, there we are. 1.1907 support. Wick. There we go. And you're looking up. We're being very gracious on the resistance. Gonna need to get through that candle right there at 1.247 for ADA, Cardano. Good run on Cardano. Very strong candles all the way up. Just want to make you aware of, see that how that RSI got up there to the overbought, needed to come down and relax and find some kind of support level. So just always watch that momentum indicator. That's why we have it here. And big strong volume on the buy all the way up, and then dried up immediately. And then now we're below average on the volume for ADA USD. Let's have a look at Link, LINK USD. LINK, let's go to the 4 hour and see where we are, I should say. Trying to make words make sense. There we go. So banging around in here. This was our previous, you can see the previous buy, sell, and buy, cautionary, and sell. Came all the way down, got support at the, all the way down to the 26.83, then found support at 27.108. And excuse me, I have to kill some kind of pop-up blocker there. That was funny. And then managed to bounce our way up to a resistance level of 28.008. So kind of going sideways for LINK USD. Dwindling volume just below average. RSI is just below the 45.10. So just under halfway for RSI momentum indicator. Let's move on to Ethereum. I love to say it that way. It pisses everybody off. So Ethereum. ETH USD. Trying to find it in the list. Like I said, folks, I'm moving very slow tonight. Stressed out for the technological difficulties of getting on here live stream. There we go. ETH USD. Sideways consolidation. So we'll mark the resistance up here. let's go to the 1 hour. Zooming in. So check this out. So you're going up to this 100-day moving average, resistance off of that. Then we have the 12 and 26. So there's a lot of uncertainty with ETH USD. So what does that mean? So we're just sitting patiently waiting. RSI dead center. Volume's not that much to speak for. And we'll switch over to the 4 hour. So pretty much consolidation. We're just going sideways. So no trade zone for ETH USD. Getting up into the 0.50 on the retracement on the way down. Climb back up is looking very difficult for us. So be patient with Ethereum. Support at 1760.14. Resistance at 1819.25 for ETH USD. Now we do have the Gwei is 175, so pretty much 6.56 USD. So that's what's going to cost you if you're thinking about getting into a NFT, a non-fungible token. That is the gas prices as it stands at this moment. Okay, let's have a look at XLM Stellar. Pretty much flat with Stellar. And let's have a look here. So we have, let's go to the 1 hour. There we go. Now we can clearly see that's resistance level at 0.3971. All these entanglement of moving averages, trying to find support, resistance, confusion. What the hell do I do? So let that work itself out, folks. Be patient. Did find support off the 100-day moving average, as you see on this candle here, on the recent candle. So let's go in there, and we're going to, right off the body of this candle way back here at the 1200 UTC -5. So support at 0.391668, resistance at 0.397. 1, 4, 3. There we go. All right, XLM USD. We need to pick up the pace. Sorry about that. Let's look at NU USD. NUSD going red to green. That's a big flag, folks. If you're into crypto, you know that you can never, ever, ever sleep. So let's look at the support levels here. On the 1 hour, support at 0.5695. We managed to get all the way up to, let's see, there we go. Whoops. Yep. Expected that to happen. Sorry about that. Here we go. Resistance, we had 1, 2, 3, almost 25,000 wicks at the 0.5789. Tight range here, marking it for you for NU USD. Let's zoom in out to the 4 hour time frame. And we got things all kind of wonky. I hurried up and tried to, sorry about this, but technology sometimes, this is how it works. You have to be patient. We have the 12, the 26, and 100 day above us. So we have a struggle to get up to the top. Managed to come down into the oversold, bounced up, rejected what is known as a dead cat bounce, and then now looking for that lower high to get us up above and start the climb to the altitude that we want up here in the profitability. So tight range for you folks, 0.569 and 0.5789. So let's watch that tight range there. Keep an eye on the volume, of course, and RSI, which is our momentum indicator. So let's move on to NMR. Let's see, where are you at there? There we go. NMR down 1.31%. Had a good shot all the way, blew way through our sales target. And we will, let's see, yeah, we're on the 4-hour here. Do anticipate it to come down to the 50 retracement. So what we measure here on this fib is the upside and then back down, and then over to the right here is the inverse of that. So what we're looking for is for it to find support right there. You see it happening on the 12-day moving average, which happens to be right there at the 50 fib. Okay, it's not a fib retracement. I get it, but don't beat my ass up about it. It's still there. Happens all the time. So watching that come down there, retested this 12-day moving average. We have the 2600-day underneath, RSI in good shape. So NMR looks particularly good for a bounce here on the 50. So keep your eyes on that, and then if we get below the 50, your next level to watch is going to be down here on the 26-day moving average, and let's get your support. Getting lazy here, folks. Sorry about that. I have to go to the 1 hour. There we go. Thought we'd be close. There we are. So right on that 50. It's amazing. 43.8610, and then your resistance on the climb back up is going to be, you have this double top right on this 26-day moving average. That's why they work out so well at 45.54, and you do have the 12-day coming down too, so we may get across. I would say, if I was a guessing man, that we're going to bounce. We're going to have to come down and test this 100-day moving average. But we're not about guessing, right? It's all about technical analysis, and that's what we're teaching you here. Let's move on to LTC USD Litecoin. There we go. Banging around the $200 range. That's the most difficult thing for BItCoin. Litecoin. We are trying to get through the 201.90, and we do have this. We're on the 1 hour at the moment, so we do have this support down 195.67, and we don't want to move that guy around, so let's go over here. There we are. Okay, we're moving all the wrong things. There we go. There's a support at 198.80. If that can't hold up, then you're looking down at the 195.63, this low pivot, and looking up at the 201.90. RSI in good shape. Managed to have right at the average trading volume, so we're still early into this candle. So keep an eye on LTC USD. We may be looking at some movement here. We do have the 100-day way up here. So that's going to be resistance. But let's go, bulls. Let's buy the shit up. Comp USD, COMP USD. Comp. We're still in the 1 hour. We have the 1, 2. You can see all the support down here to fall back on. So if you're in this trade, we are in, I'll go to the 4 hour here. We are into the buy zone for this retracement to the upside. So what you would do if one should do so this is not financial advice, set your stop loss down here around the 421-ish. Don't want to put it right, don't park it on the support levels because everybody knows that support. So just measure out your risk loss rewards and find you a spot down here that's comfortable for the bounce to the upside. But consider we have the 12, the 26, and the 100-day moving averages above us, and we are starting to lighten up on the volume. And RSI is down there around the 40, which to me would indicate we're going to go side. We're just going to bounce around a support and resistance that we have set here for you. For Comp USD, let's move on to BAT. BAT killed it today. Killed it. I mean, just I'm not trying to flex or anything, but that was a great trade for me. It's probably one of the best ones. All the way up there. And we came into the buy zone, and then I have no idea. I mean, there was no indication of. If you know in there, let me know in the chat. I mean, what was the news with BAT? I know that the Brave browser is getting popularity, things like that. There could be some consideration on the NFTs, things like that, but rocket ship over the past, let's see, one day, 2 days, etc. So let's have a look at it. Let's look at technicals here for BAT USD. The 12, 26, 100-day moving average, all in the configuration that supports upside potential, although RSI is into the overbought. So we may need to come back down. As you can see that we did get way the hell up here at that all-time high. Yeah, all-time high. Had to come down, cool off, regroup, and then so we're waiting for some new pivots to chart out. And as I mentioned many times over, are you buying up here? What do you think? Should I buy it at 1.15 when it was at one point at 0.72? Here is not financial advice, but here's how you deal with this shit. So when it is going blue sky breakout, so basically we are making all-time highs up here. We have no idea. We can go to the 1 hour, get a little bit more clarity. We'll do that for you. So there's our support levels. You see the wicks there. And it's trying to hold that. So we have support right on the $1 mark. And that $1 psychological is extremely meaningful in crypto, stocks, what have you. So usually when you get through the $1, the 150 is the target. But think about this. You don't want to buy the tops of the profit for folks. I mean, all these folks probably got in here as we started to break loose through the cautionary zone, and once we got to the sales target, yeah, we should have sold, but no, all the way up, and then look what happened. Everybody sold all the way back down to the 1.05. So how do we deal with those FOMO demons? If you have to, buy very small increments, just in case it does go to $27, which is not going to happen. But that's how you deal with it. Be patient, wait for the dips, buy a little tiny bit more. Went up, nope, buy a little tiny bit more, etc. So you don't want to blow your whole wad all the way up here at the top thinking it's going to go to $27. No. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just this dude on the internet. So never ever take financial advice from anybody whatsoever on YouTube. Make your own decision. Okay? Lecture over. Now let's have a look. Looking down at support at the 0.99, so right on the $1 hair mark. And then you got resistance up there to 1.20. So BAT, basic attention coin, looking strong, but needs to calm down. Look at the RSI. We got way up here in the overbought and volumes drying up. So keep that in mind, my friends. Let's move on to GRT USD. GRT USD, let's go to the 4 hour. You'll see our Fibonacci's that we have. We got all the way up, came down, failed to hold this cautionary zone on the way back down. So blew right through all the way back down to almost where we started, right? That's why we do these things, friends. We have the 2600 day above us. RSI kind of wanting to trend upward, but no volume. So look at week on GRT USD. So we'll go to the 1 hour, get you your support and resistance. So we're going to have resistance up here at 1.7235. There we go. And then before I put the line up here, just see that 26-day moving average. See, that's why we chart this. It's so clear. Getting support off of that. And let's move back up to 1.692 for GRT USD. Have a look at VChain, was rocking it today. VET USD. All the way up into the sales target. Sorry, let's switch to the 4 hour. There we go. Makes it more clear. So we made it all the way up. There's our sales target. Blew through that. Got up there to, was that an all-time high? Yes. All-time high for VChain. And rejection. Came down. Couldn't hold this 50 retracement. Got through the 12-day moving average, which was favorable for us. Now came trying to touch down and just retest this 26-day moving average. So we'll switch to the 1 hour for you real quick. So looking for support to hold at 0.0718 and resistance right here on that 50. You see that 12-day coming down, giving us grief. That's why we chart these things. at the 0.0748. If we get through there, you got the 26-day above it, but we do have the 100-day moving average coming up underneath to provide support for VET USD. Let's have a look at ZIL. ZIL sideways, going back and forth, can't get above that 100-day moving average. You see that we're on the 1 hour, and we'll switch to the 4 hour here, which makes that the 12-day moving average, spinning top, so nobody knows what to do with ZIL. So what does that tell you? If you're in this trade, if it were me, I would set a stop and be very tight with it, because we did come all the way back down and tested the original, almost got to the 100-day moving average. And we do have the 26 12-day moving average inverted. Volume's okay, but R's at dead center. So let's get your levels here for support. 0.1512. A shit ton of decimals there, and then the 0.15. 0.15997 if we can get above that 12-day moving average. So that's going to give you resistance on the climb up there on the 4-hour chart for ZIL USD. Let's have a look at Doge. Doge trying to march its way up here through this 50 Fibonacci here. Got up to the 0.0596896645478912347. I'm just messing with you, but that's a lot of decimals. Doge. Support down at the 0.056092. Hoping you have the same understanding of Doge, the way it works. You haven't been above the 0.064 forever, and you haven't been below the 0.05, so you're at to the 0.05 decimal. We need more than that, folks, for this to make sense. Just saying, but there's your levels for Doge. DOGE-USD. Moving on to some Defi tokens. Let's look at UNI. Uni. May take me a moment. There we are. UNI going green. Previous resistance we had marked here, made it through there, marching our way up now into the cautionary zone to retest. So if that passes, that means that we would still be in the trade and waiting patiently to get up to the sales target. So resistance is going to be up there at the 31.112. And then you're going to have support. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. So we need to get a little bit closer. There we go. Found support at the 29.802. And as you can see on the chart, we're trying to get through this 100-day moving average on the 1 hour, which is up above us. 1226 cross. Looks pretty good. And if we zoom out to the 4 hour, we see we have the 12 up here, down here, 26 up here, 100 days. So we got some converging moving averages, increasing volume. RSI is trending upward, which is our momentum indicator. You and I looking pretty sharp. Anybody out there, say hello in the chat. Not a big deal. Hit the like button if you want to. Hit the dislike if you're an asshole. Let's move on to AAVE. AAVE moving sideways. We've got it marked, and this has pretty much been the same for a while. Support down at the 364.61 and resistance. We can massage that just a little. Had the double top here, and you got all these moving averages to worry about too. If you're bullish, biased like myself. So first of all, we got to get up above the 372.85. Right there where that 12-day moving average is on the 4-hour. Volume dried up significantly for AAVE USD. Let's have a look at THETA. The THETA, THETA USD, running right down the middle of this 50. And indecision. So we've got some bulls and the bears trying to figure things out. We do have a double bottom there. We can park that one on the $7 psychological. Then you're going to have to worry about the 7.487 if you are a warrior. There we go. 7.487 for THETA USD. Having to go at the little engine that could ENJ USD. Run all the way up to the sales target. And had a second chance here. Now we're in between the 12 and the 26-day moving average. Not a bad place to be. 100-day way down here. So ENJ volume is starting to dry up a little bit. We did get into the overbought. Starting to calm down on the RSI. So things are looking pretty good for a little engine that could. Let's get in a little bit tighter for you here. Pretty decent double bottom at the 2.5548. And then that little candle is trying to peek up there and get above that 12-day moving average at the 2.69 for ENJ USD. Okay. Going to jump into really quick. We'll have a look at BItCoin Dominance, 6.67, slightly up. And that, which means that folks are starting to, they've sold their altcoins, parked it in Bitcoin, and then so now we would look for that to taper off as we start to take profits on the altcoins that are moving. Going on to the total market cap, 170. So that's 1,701,000,000,000. So increasing money in the space. So folks, that's pretty much for it. Pretty much for me tonight. Sorry about being late to the game here. Had a shit ton of technological issues to get through, which is the story of my life, but that's fine. So I'm going to stick around here for a few more seconds in the chat if you're out there. If you want to say hi, say hello. If not, if you're too shy to do that, maybe say a comment. But the least you can do is just hit that like button. Don't have to subscribe or nothing. That would be way more way too much commitment. Sticking around just to see. Okay. Nothing out there tonight. But folks, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I apologize for being late to the party. But we did have some good gains today. If you followed the watch list from this morning, congratulations. You did make some good trades. And I hope to see you in the morning. 6:45 a.m. Central, whatever time it is now, because we're on daylight savings time. So jump on in there. I'd love to see you. And I would love to see you make a shit ton of money. So good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.